Hello and welcome to my cooking channel. Today we're going to make a roast beetroot and carrot salad with candied walnuts and Cabernet syrup. So we're going to start by caramelizing the walnuts. So we put a tablespoon of butter and a quarter of a cup of sugar and then a cup of walnuts. And we're just stirring those around. It will melt, and there you go, it's started to melt now. After it's melted and coated all the walnuts, you can then put them onto a piece of baking paper, separate them out until they cool. Now, the next stage is the Cabernet syrup, which we use half a cup of sugar and then half a cup of Cabernet Sauvignon, which we'll just pour in now, and then you pop that on the stove, stir it together and reduce it by about half until it forms a syrup. While that's cooking, you can top and tail your beetroots and then pop them into some boiling water so that they can have a chance to soften prior to us putting them in the oven for caramelizing. Now, another part to this salad is the cheese, and that's goat's cheese that I'm crumbling at the moment, and I will add to that 1 or 2 teaspoons of creme fraiche to go with it, and this provides a very nice balance in the salad itself with the candied walnuts, the spinach and the Cabernet syrup. So we just stir that together. I've got some lemon zest to pop in there just prior to serving, but I'll leave that till later so that it is nice and fresh. Now here's the carrots. Now the carrots are going to go in the oven as well, but we're going to cook them first. We've cooked the beetroot and now we're going to caramelize them. Now the beetroot goes in with 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar and a couple of tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, and to that we'll add a fairly generous grinding of black pepper and then a little grinding of salt. Once that's combined, we'll add the beetroot to that, coat it completely prior to then putting it in the oven. But you can see it glistening once you've got it all coated, and it really is nice once it's cooked and you've got that caramelization on the outside. Once that is finished, you can put it to one side and let it cool, and the same obviously goes for the carrots, this being a salad of course. Right, then here goes the carrots, which we've boiled for 4 minutes. We're just going to put them in the oven with some extra virgin olive oil and some black pepper. That's all that really needs. Then we'll pop the freshly boiled carrots in there like that, and then just stir them around and get them coated, nicely coated there. Now both the beetroots and the carrots should only need somewhere between 20 minutes and half an hour. And there you have, you can see them at the back there, the beetroot and the carrots. And I've just grated some lemon zest there and chopped some spinach, and this is in preparation for the assembly. So we're going to put on the base just a small heaped teaspoon of the mixture, which is creme fraiche, goat's cheese and lemon zest. On top of that, we will then place the beetroot and it's going to be cooled hopefully by then. On top of the carrots we'll put the spinach, and we're just going to pop some extra virgin olive oil in with the spinach, and a little bit of the Cabernet syrup as well. We'll just pop that in there, as well as a good grinding of sea salt and some black pepper. And I'll just put some Cabernet syrup. That's a drink bottle that I've put the Cabernet into, so you can see how syrupy it has become just by reducing it down and leaving it in the fridge to cool. So that's all. Oh, that's beautiful. Right, let's just stir that in, and then we'll go for that beetroot, I think. It's a frustrating part, really, because all of these beautiful foods you can smell as you're assembling and dying to get into, but it is essentially the combination of all these that really make the dish. So on with the carrots. Now incidentally, I learnt how to cook this at a cooking class at the Akoroa Cooking School, which I highly recommend. If you get a chance to go to one of their cooking classes, please do. They're a lovely couple that run it. You don't have to do any cooking, you just get to sit there and watch it, and then they serve you with the meal afterwards. So nothing could be better. So we've got the carrots on there, now the candied walnuts, and it's lucky there's so many left actually, because they tasted rather nice coming out the saucepan, I'll tell you. Oh, wait till they cool, by the way. Don't do any tasting while they're hot, because they are hotter than the sun. So once you've put some spinach in there, a little bit more creme fraiche and goat's cheese and lemon zest on top of there, and then we're going to dob it with some more Cabernet syrup. This Cabernet syrup is so luscious and adds quite a nice contrast to the other flavours in the meal. Oh, we're going to put some more walnut pieces in there, and then drizzle with the Cabernet syrup. So I hope you enjoyed this. It's a lengthy meal to make, but well worth it. So hopefully you persevere, and we'll see you on the next recipe.